I'd loot that for $1.
So here we go with episode 2 of I'd Loot That for $1. And this time I got another wood shop piece. In this case, a little birdhouse. And originally I bought this to have some flat pieces for the helicarrier, but I think we're going to do something a little different with it. I also got this tube. This is an average cardboard tube, a little smaller and thicker than your average tube. This actually came from a package of glow sticks from the dollar store. So I'm thinking maybe we can build some sort of watchtower with these two things. At least that's the idea. I don't know if it's actually going to work out that way. Let's see, what do we get for our $1 here? Okay, so we get a lot of flat pieces of, it's definitely not balsa wood. It's also not plywood. It's definitely not plywood. So this is actually, it's not basswood either, so this is actually a pretty decent hardwood. Or maybe, well, probably not hardwood, but at least pine or some similar normal wood. Does it say what kind of wood it is on here anywhere? No, it doesn't on that. Let's see, does it say anything about here? Instructions about kind of wood it is? Nope, not at all. So it's definitely at least pine, not plywood. I don't think, no, it's definitely not a hardwood, sorry. But it's at least, at the very least, pine wood. So then we got the base. And let's see, yeah, that's definitely the base. You got sides, oops, something like that. And yeah. So what else did we come up with $1? These were not from the dollar store, but they're still $1.09 on eBay. And that's these things right here. This is 1,000 2mm nail studs. And I actually ended up buying 5 packages, so 5,000 of them, $1.09 per 1,000. And they also go down to 1.5mm. I might get some of those in the future. But basically, these are your rivets. So $1.09 per 1,000 are actually going to be cheaper even than plastic rod, which I think there's like $4 for 6 10-inch pieces of rod of about the right size. $3 to $4 for that. And you can be hard pressed to get 1,000 rivets out of that, out of one of those rods. So this is a way better deal than plastic rod, and a heck of a lot easier than chopping them yourself. And they're domed, so you do have to be careful. There's lots of different kind of studs, but these are just metal domes. They're available in several colors, and I got black for obvious reasons, because it's just in case of paint chips, because they are actually metal. Oh yeah, anyway, back to what I was doing. It comes with supposedly wood glue, piece of string, hook, which is always useful, and then we have a rod. So, can we make an actual watchtower out of this stuff? Well, one thing we have to do is kind of modify these. I don't think these are going to work in this shape. So either I can cut along here maybe, or maybe just use them on their side. No, they're still a little big. They'd be a little big for this. Let me get Bob out. Where's Bob? There's Bob. So I don't think we'll be able to use those. But these, oh yeah, there we go. That's nice. I can use that instead of using those pieces entirely. So we got these are the 4 roof pieces. Huh. Oh yeah, I definitely think we can build some sort of a watchtower. I'm going to use this for the base. Something like that. Go down there for the base instead. So, let's see what I can do for my $3.09 investment here. See if I can build a watchtower. I don't want to watch this on video. I don't know. So I will be back in a little bit. Making really quick progress. Again, this isn't very complex. So here is the actual watchtower itself. Where's Bob? Where'd Bob go? Where's Bob? So there's Bob for scale. And I'm kind of trying to size it off this thing, which is the small laser cut card watchtower. So that's what I sized. So I cut the tube. So that's the next step, is to glue the tube here. Actually, I got enough. I might actually make two tubes. So as I was cutting it, it turns out it is actually plywood. I don't know if you can maybe look in there, but I made a miscut and then that part ripped off. So it is actually plywood, not solid pine or anything like that. Of course, I had to do a lot of sanding, so I had my sanding block out. And for the cuts, I just went ahead and used my little coping saw here, which worked perfectly for this thin stuff, except for where I miscut and ripped that part off. So yeah, that's coming along quite nicely. A nice little watchtower. So be right back again. Okay, so here we go. $3, a little bit of work, not too much. And I got a nice little watchtower right here. You can see I used 2 tubes just to be a little more stable. I added some scrap plastic card diags and rivets from the nail studs, which as you can see are absolutely gorgeous in this use. Came with this metal hook. I just put that there because, for no particular reason. I could add a ladder here or something, but I've decided not to for now. And so it's quite a bit bigger than what I had intended, because this was the intended size, but it works pretty well. Oh, as you can see, it's also on the cork base because it's going to go on the helicarrier. So that's it. That's what you can loot for, well, in this case, actually $3. Thanks for watching.